Here are 7 tips you need to follow if you want to combine calisthenics and weights. You want to first begin by defining what your goals are. So if you have more calisthenics-based goals, put the calisthenics training at the start of your training session and the weights at the end. And vice versa if you care more about weight training. And if you care about them equally, put calisthenics first, especially if you want to learn skills. The second tip is to either do calisthenics and weights on the same day, or you could do a calisthenics day and then a weights day and then repeat. Just make sure you include all these categories throughout your training. You could drop some of these categories if you want to focus more on one, that's okay too. And the third tip is to make sure you're familiar with the calisthenics and weight training exercise substitutions, like pull-ups and lat pull-downs are equivalents, and your pike push-ups and your shoulder press, equivalents. You get the point. The fourth tip is that, in my opinion, weights are going to be more effective for isolation and muscle growth. This is because you could choose the exercises that are not so demanding on your central nervous system, so you could actually focus on growing the muscle. And for the fifth tip, I find calisthenics more useful for building up tissue and joint tolerance, training explosive strength and power, and training specifically for a certain skill that I want. And calisthenics can definitely still be good for muscle growth if you're doing it properly. The sixth tip is to be careful that you don't overtrain, especially if you're combining both of these in the same day, especially if you have skill attempts in your routine. And the last tip is to make sure what you're doing is actually sustainable so you actually enjoy it. Remember, be flexible with yourself, because just because you do calisthenics doesn't mean you can't do some weights. And just because you do some weights doesn't mean you can't do calisthenics. You don't always have to box yourself into one thing, bro. And that's basically it. So make sure you read the caption below and drop me a follow for more calisthenics and fitness content like this.